chickens. And then when I got in the car, I realized I couldn't turn the camera around. So I'm going to delete that video. It's almost 8 o'clock. And I'm going... Well, this morning I'm going to bring a friend's nephew to school. To the high school. But before that, I'm going to go get a coffee. Because... Well, I guess just because. I made coffee at home earlier, around 5. And then yesterday, I did a video on my way to Plano, to the doctor's. I had that appointment for 2 CT scans, one of my head and one of my neck. And I did a video, and I'm talking to you all the way down to Plano, and I get down to the Baylor, and pull into the parking garage, and I usually talk to you even in the parking garage. And I found the parking space, and I went to end the video because I had to go. I mean, I was really pressed for time. And somewhere along the way, the video had stopped itself. So that one I need to delete. Well, I don't have to, but I think that I'm going to. Hopefully this one keeps going until I shut it off. So I had the 2 CT scans, and the technician was very set in her ways, and they put you on that table, and they gotta line you up and everything with what the other technician is seeing in that little room on the computer. And the technician that was trying to line me up, she kept saying, you have to put your shoulders down. And I told her all about the left shoulder. And I could tell she was getting frustrated with me. And I was being kind and being patient and just explaining, all about it. And what did she do is she went into a cabinet and got a sheet and rolled the sheet up and put it under my feet. And then took the ends of the sheet and put one end in my left hand, one end in my right hand. And she told me to pull down the sheet with my feet, and that will cause my shoulders to go down. And I explained to her again that my left arm, I can't be pulling it in any direction. I don't think she believed me. And she came over to my left side and she yanked my left arm, and it popped. As you know, those 3 pieces of metal that are in it are all apart. So she probably popped the one that's up at the shoulder. I don't know. But then she walked away. And when the CT scan was done, I explained to her, I said I wasn't trying to be difficult, but I have very limited mobility on that side. And I let her know that she, pulled my arm and it popped something with that metal. She said, oh yeah, I saw it on the scan. Some of your shoulder showed up on the scan. Never an apology, technician, it tells the temperature inside. And yesterday, because it did that code, oh, it got like 90 degrees, 88 or something inside. They're really nice here. Good morning. Could I just have the large coffee with the 4 creams?
Okay, large coffee?
Yeah.
320.
Okay. A little hard to understand, but very nice. Oh. Did she say 23 or 33? I don't know. $23 or 33, said she.
323.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Put the cream in a little bag. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Gonna be hot today. Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I don't know. I don't know what she said. I don't know. We're gonna... Oh. Oh, boy. Gonna put the cream in there. Cute little creams. Because I'm still a little early before I go get... I'm talking backwards. I was going to say, I'm still a little early before I go get my kid's nephew. Oh. I got a nice car. Oh, that's what I can show you. Because I brought it because I was going to call you up from the laundromat. I might still because I could show you here. I have a crochet book from a couple months ago when I got all those crochet patterns from that elderly man for $10. I grabbed one of the books to show you, and oh, I got a nice card from my friend Michelle, who I've mentioned. I've linked her she doesn't have a channel. I've linked her website before because she's a designer. Treasured Heirlooms Crochet. And she's a dog lover, her and her husband. Can I go this way? They have Dalmatians. Big hole here. And she sent me a really thoughtful card regarding Monster. See if I can find a place here out of the sun. There's lots of little stores here. There's a nutrition store, a phone repair, a panda shelf, a barber shop, a fitness center, another family hair care, a food spa, spa, nail spa, a cafe, a pizza, some kind of market, and then the Middle Eastern place to buy meat. Alright, I think we'll just park here. Yeah, we're in the shade. Okay, let me show you. This is interesting. This card says, the only thing I could not protect you from was time. With deepest sympathy. And she wrote, no matter how much time we have with them, it's never enough. You gave her a wonderful life, Michelle. But this card, it says, Made with Love by Red Howling. Amy Lewis is an illustrator, writer, and animal advocate. She's the author of the dog safety book, For Dog's Sake, and the creator of the heartwarming cartoon website, redandhowling.com. Amy's deep love and respect for animals led her to co-found the nonprofit adoptapet.com, which has evolved into North America's largest pet adoption website and a powerful advocate for homeless animals. Cindy from Pups and Crochet would be interested in knowing that. Amy's dedicated to making this world a better, kinder place for all its inhabitants and spreading some joy and laughter along the way. Created, sold, and shipped by the artist from her studio in Virginia. Printed on 100% recycled paper. Shop redandhowling.com. Best animal lover gifts in the galaxy. Wow. Can you see that? So that's pretty neat. At least people know where their money's going when they purchase a card or gifts. Yep, Best Animal Lover gifts from her shop.redandhowling.com. Wonderful. Okay. Now this Afghan book is one of the books I got, like I said, from that elderly man. His wife had passed away, and he was going through her things. He gave me a casserole dish too. Very nice man. He was actually selling all of the patterns for a lot more than $10, but that day he said, if you could come today, you can have it all for $10. I left right away and went. Now this is Leisure Arts Leaflet 2211, Crocheted Afghans for Baby, featuring fingering, sport, and worsted weight yarns. Oh, I guess inside is just the pattern. Oh, there's some pictures. And then the rest in the back. So how many? One, let's see. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 7. Very nice. Yesterday I took a bottle of whitening dog shampoo to my friend that bathes and grooms some dogs. It was shampoo I used for Monster because she was white. Sadie doesn't need it, so I gave it to my friend. Yeah, it's so strange, awkward, not having Monster around. And I go through these meltdowns. It's normal. Let me show you this. I got this not last week, but the week before. I had just gone into Hobby Lobby just to get out. They had these on clearance. This is really nice to hold, to carry, and has this, and then this on the bottom, it has a straw. I just can't talk. And can you hear that ice? Now, I filled this last night before bed, and it's still, that ice is still there. Now, at my Hobby Lobby, they had these, and it had the regular price, then the clearance price, which was $6 something. When the kid rang it up, it came up to $4 something, and I told him, I said, this is the only thing I got there. And I said, the sign says with the percent off, I think it's 60 or 70% off these spring garden things. I said, it says like $6.49, but you rang it up and it came up to $4 something. He said, no, that's what it is. Whatever it rings up is what it is. I said, well, I just want to be sure. And he said, no, you're all set. So I paid about $5 for this. And I mean, it is great. I have at home a blue one. It's tall, it has the handle. It's not one of those fancy ones. And it has the lid and the straw that you put in your mouth is rubber, and the rest is stainless steel, I guess, the metal of the straw. And then it has the part of the lid that lifts up so you can drink from that too. And I liked it because it had a handle, but the part that holds the straw in, it's a small little gray rubber piece, popped out, and I guess once it pops out, it don't pop back in and stay. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep that cup because it's useless. But this is, and it's a lot bigger, which is good because I get real thirsty. But this one is really good for, $4 something plus the tax. Yeah, so check out your Hobby Lobby if you want one. Now this car is a mess, and this kid, I gave him a ride the other day. Oh, got a few more minutes. He don't, think anything of it. He just gets in, and which is good, but it is embarrassing. Got stuff all over in this seat. I know there's a dumpster here, but I don't think it would be good for me to put this in the dumpster. It's kind of like, well, that dumpster is for these stores. What else can I tell you? I'm still trying to think of a way to make something to where I can put dozens of eggs outside for people to buy. And all I keep thinking about is getting 2 or 3 plastic milk crates and zip tying them together, stacking them up, and just putting the eggs in cartons. I heard a noise. I thought the phone shut off. In that. But now the hot weather's coming, and the hens, they kind of slow down when it gets really hot. Because, believe it or not, it takes a lot of energy for those ladies to lay an egg, is what I read, and I believe it. It only makes sense, right? I do need to get, when I can, some crushed oyster shells, because that helps that's calcium for them, number one, but also it helps the shells be harder. Lately, I don't know which hen it is, has been laying an egg, and the shell is so soft that I think sometimes when she's laying it, it gets a crack in it. I know when I go to pick it up, it'll already have a little hole in it. So I just throw that out to the chickens, but they do need calcium. And I used to go down there to Garland, to the feed store, and buy like 3 or 4 pound bag, very cheap, like maybe it was $2, $3 of crushed oyster shells. But I'm really wasting money if I go all the way down there. I'm wasting gas just for that. And I do need to buy some diatomaceous earth, food grade, to put inside the chicken coop, sprinkle it around, and out in the yard. They could eat it if it's food grade, but inside the chicken coop, it's a good bug deterrent. Even though they eat a lot of bugs, I don't want to be reaching into things, if you know what I mean, and get anything on me. It's just something good to have. And if I sprinkle it in the yard, when they take their dust bath, they get it on them. And if they have any mites, which I don't think my chickens do, because I don't see my chickens picking at themselves. I mean, they prune themselves, but they're never really just picking and picking. So, those two things are on my list to get one day. And, oh, you know what I was showing you when I did that first video this morning was someone came and weed-eated on the land, and they went and weed-eated behind my trailer. Thank you, Jesus, because that grass and weeds was getting almost knee-high, and snakes are out. They are out here in Texas. And also the chiggers. Anyway, this person that came out and mowed and weed-eated my sunflowers that were starting to grow out back. It's not his fault. I mean, I wasn't there to tell him. And I guess maybe he don't know what sunflowers look like. Probably thought it was a weed, but they were. I showed you, I think, in one video how those sunflowers were growing in the back this year. Well, the thick stalk is still there, but I don't think, no, they're gone now. And those were wild. I didn't plant them. So I'm just thinking, oh, I hope that air conditioner pulls today. I love the heat, don't get me wrong, but in a travel trailer, you know, think of a tin can. I'm living in a tin can. How hot it gets, and fast when it's 100 degrees outside. We better go. Oh, there's the law driving through. All right. Sadie is doing okay regarding our little monster. The only thing that I've observed about her is when I feed her, I always put down Monster's food first. And Sadie seems to kind of wait, like, well, where's Monster? And when they would go outside for potty or outside for anything, Monster, they'd both go to the door, but Monster was always first to go out. She just, it was her way. She was bossy like that. And, you know, after 9 years like that, Sadie now is like, she gets to the door and she's outside, and then she turns around like, well, where's Monster? Why didn't Monster come out here first? Oh. Yep. 9 years I had her, and 4 years my friends had her, and she might have been about 2 or 3 years old when they found her, so she was a senior dog. But you've seen her in videos. Boy, did she have some spunk in her. So cute. I think today for lunch I will make me a 3-bean salad. Do any of you make that? Now I use just canned beans. I will get some green beans, then yellow wax beans, and a can of kidney beans, and I have an onion, and I may get celery. I really like celery in it for the crunch, but lately celery, the price went up like on everything, and then the celery hasn't been that good. Celery, I'm telling you, I'm having such a hard time talking today. I really should have made the 3-bean salad yesterday and then put it in the fridge overnight. So the seasonings, which I don't use much, I use I have some olive oil and some vinegar, and I love black pepper, and that's it. And put it in there and shake it all together and put it in the fridge. Best if you do it overnight, I think, and let all that marry together, and then the next day have it nice and cold on a hot day. I haven't had much of an appetite. When I get to pick up this kid, I'm gonna have to shut this off. Speed bumps. When I was a kid, about 7, 8 years old, we lived in a project. Oh, it was full of speed bumps. And that was back in the day when roller skating and skateboarding was the thing. And I had roller skates and I had a skateboard. And we would go over those speed bumps and we thought we were so cool. Okay, I'll have to let you go. But thank you for being here, and I want to thank you again for all your kind comments regarding Monster. It means a lot. I've read them all. I just haven't replied, but I have read them, and I do appreciate it. Okay?